What's up, everybody? This is Brad. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna do something different. So you guys see me posting videos, of loads running across the country and chaining, tarping, and all that. So what I'm not showing you is the paperwork side of it. So today I'm gonna go step by step on how my day is from when I get to where I'm going to where I drop off and all the in between. It starts with an email. My dispatcher tries to stay one day ahead of me, meaning if I'm dropping off, it's Monday and I'm dropping something off in California like I just did, she's already trying to have me a load booked after I drop to wherever else. That way it flows. So she stays a day ahead of me. So when she finds a load, she sends me an email of a rate sheet. So I drop a load off, I want to know what I'm going to do next. I get on my emails, I check. Okay, bang, I got another load. In that email will be a rate sheet. And this rate sheet will tell you everything you need to know about what's going to happen. So I get my rate sheet, bang. It tells me I need to go to the port of, I think it's called UAMA in California. And it'll tell me the date I need to be there, usually the time I need to be there. So I get my rate sheet and I look at it. It'll tell me what's going to be shipped. For instance, the rate sheet I'm going to show you, it was 2 crates. It'll tell me where it's going to, when it needs to be there. For instance, this one is Milford, Utah. So bang, I get it, look at it, I put in the GPS, I go to the port. It's real important to read those instructions on that rate sheet. And the reason why I'm saying this is because these are all like learning experiences for me. Yeah, I've moved stuff all over the country, but the whole hotshotting paperwork BOL side was new to me, so I learned it on the fly. The reason why I say it's real important to read your rate sheet, of course it's telling you, what you're hauling. You might know, hey, you're gonna have to tarp this next load and all that, but the date and the time. Sometimes, a lot of the times, they're very time specific. Meaning, they might have a company that schedules their drivers in, and they have you scheduled for 11. And you need to be there at 11, because if not, it might mess up all their other scheduling. So it's real important to read the dates and the times on those. Also, they'll have contact information on there. But, so, my rate sheet tells me I need to go to the port. Bang. I go to the port, they ask me what I'm here for. I get on my phone, I'm looking at my email, and I say, hey, I'm the one moving the load from here to Milford, Utah. They say, okay, go check in. So I go to the front desk at the port and I check in. They ask me, what are you here for? I get on my phone, I look at my rate sheet and I say, hey, I'm the guy moving 2 crates from here at the port to Milford, Utah. Okay. What's your BOL number? I look on my rate sheet, I say blah, 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 blah is my BOL number. Okay, bang. They might call it in or tell you, hey, go around the corner, whatever. But the email, the rate sheet is what gets you in. So now I go to pick up. For instance, I'm going to use the BOL from the port. So I know reading the rate sheet is telling me, okay, you got 2 crates, needs to be strapped down. Some of them might say, hey, this is a tarp load. I've had loads running AC units where they're very specific on how you strap. We don't want straps over the top. We want chains on the bottom, 2 binders. So that's why that rate sheet's important. So I load the crates on my truck. I get everything strapped down. Before I leave, they say, hey, here's your paperwork. Bang. Some of them might make you want to sign something. Usually not. Here's your paperwork. Bang. Okay, so now your email turns into that load, which now you got paperwork on it. For instance, this paperwork that I just got. I had 2 generators on my truck right now. This is a BOL, a bill of lading. This right here tells you everything you need to know. It tells you, hey, I picked up at LiveView Technologies corporate office in Orem, Utah, and it's going to M8 Logistics in Oklahoma. Cool. It tells you everything that's you got on your trailer. Bang. For instance, this one has serial numbers. Somebody purchased these 2 machines, so they gave me keys and everything. So what I do right after I strap everything down, I get this, is everything is done. I have an electronic logging device. So I take this paperwork right here and I enter it in here. Basically, this Keep Trucking app is my electronic logging device for my truck. I can only drive 11 hours a day. I had to take 1 30-minute break within 8 hours. And after my 11 hours is up for the day, you clock out. You have to wait 10 more hours before you can drive again. So if I drive until 8 p.m., I know I cannot leave the next day legally until 6 a.m. So what I do is I enter all the information off here into here. It'll ask you origin, where it's coming from. For instance, Port Uwami. Where it's going to, Milford, Utah. How many miles? 510. Shipping documents, 2 crates. So I enter it all in here to be legal. Because when you see DOT, they might ask you for this, but they're going to want to know about this too, because this is what makes you legal. After 2019, you have to have, if you're a commercial vehicle running an interstate, you have to have an electronic logging device. So I enter all my info into here, get everything strapped in on my truck and trailer, put in the address on my GPS, and I'm gone. It's real important to read these because sometimes there's stuff that's very, very specific. For instance, after I load, I might see on here that the broker wants me to call and check in with them after I'm loaded. Okay, boom. I'll call the broker, hey, I got this stuff loaded on my trailer. He might say, all right, well, call me again. Send me some pictures when it's unloaded. Okay, bang. I read all that off here. This might, on this right here, this might say, actually, this one does say, must be delivered on time, 8 a.m. Monday morning. It's real important to read these. And one of the main reasons to read these is your contact info. You don't want to be going somewhere with the wrong address and then you can't get a hold of anybody. I've had it happen. So it's real important to read this BOL. So now I'm going to do the drop. After I drop it off, everything's good. I say, hey sir, can you sign my BOL? I say, yeah, sure. Have everything right here. Bing, pen, sign it. I say, hey, can you sign? Can you print? And can you give me a date? The reason why I say that is because some of these, I've had brokers try to get out of paying me because a name wasn't printed. The name was printed. Then he calls back. Was it dated? Yeah, it was dated. So he could have easily gotten out of trying to pay me over that because I didn't read the instructions. Driver must have a signature upon delivery, signature, printed name, and a date. That's part of this little contract, or BOL, bill of lading. So it's really important to read these. So I get there, everything's good. Sir, can you sign off on my stuff? Sure. He signs off on it. So I ran it from A to B. I got my signature. Now what do? I'm trying to get paid. What I do to show the office that I ran this stuff is I take a picture of this with an app called Cam Scanner. Cam Scanner takes this, takes it to a picture, turns it into a PDF, and then I email it to my dispatch. Hey, here's the paperwork, signed off on, I'm done. When you run freight for a shipper, sometimes it says on here, could take up to 60 days to pay. So I ran $1,500 worth of freight. I'm not waiting 60 days to pay. Some people might. Most people don't. So how do I get my money? There's businesses called factoring companies. And factoring companies will take and pay you your $1,500 for running that, and then they wait on the money. But actually they won't pay you the $1,500. They might charge you 3% of the $1,500. So they get 3% for giving you your money now, and then they wait to 60 days. So this stuff's real simple, guys. Real important just to be organized, man. Look, I got all my pens right here. I got all my paperwork right here. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I got my iPad right there with, you know, everything on it. I got my laptops in here. You know, I'm organized. My truck's clean, everything's nice, everything's neat. I get pulled over. They want to see, hey, let me see the BOLs you got. Bang, I got everything in here. All my stuff. For instance, I'm hauling a car right now. It says all the info on the car. Everything is right here, nice and neat. So it's real important to keep up with all your stuff. Have everything nice and neat. And basically, that's everything from A to B, man. That's it. I wake up, look at my emails, bang. You got my rate sheet? Okay, this is where I'm going. Bang. I get there. Hey, I'm the guy running from A to B. Okay. Let me see your shipping number, your BOL number. I tell them. Bang, I get loaded. They give me my paperwork. My paperwork tells me everything that needs to happen. If I need to tarp it, if I need to chain it, tells me, hey, you need to ship this here. It might say, hey, we want this here Monday morning at 8 a.m. The reason why they might say that's real important to read that, is because just in this last week, I've had 2 people that say, we need you here at this time, or what time are you going to be here? Because we have to have a crane out there to unload that stuff off your trailer. So you can't just pick stuff up and just run it and show up, and they're going to be like, you didn't call us, you didn't tell us, you didn't. So it's real important, you know, to read the pickup times, the drop-off times, because a lot of times you're going to have heavy stuff on here. You might show up at a place where they have to rent a forklift to get the stuff off. So, I mean, it's that simple, guys. So it's just paperwork, emails, and anyways, guys, stay tuned. Sorry this one was a little bit different. Just wanted to let you guys know, because this is the kind of stuff I was wondering before I got into Hotshot. Like, how do you get your loads? How do you know where to go? This is how, man. This is how. Get your rate sheets. You get BOLs. Anyways, guys, stay tuned. Hope you liked the video. It's just me rambling. I'm on a 12-hour drive back home, so I figured, hey, you know, what can I talk about? So anyways, guys, I appreciate it.